Hi, and welcome back to the Be Better Bit by Bit podcast. I'm your host Nishit Goyal and the creator of this unique self-development platform called Be Better Bit by Bit. This platform's philosophy: small and consistent improvements. Friends, in the journey of improving our lives using this philosophy of small and consistent improvements, I have been discussing journaling and why I consider it to be a keystone habit. In my previous episodes, I spoke about the why behind journaling and how you too can bring this wonderful habit in your life. I discussed a few journaling methods under this how category, like one question journaling, the morning pages, and the gratitude journal. In continuation of this discussion, let me talk about two more experiments which I do often in my journal notebook. Both these methods or techniques are a unique twist to the journaling method. Though I must admit that I am not too regular with these techniques, I pick them up whenever I need a quick break from my normal journaling routine. But that doesn't stop you to pick these techniques as a full-time journaling method for you. So let me introduce dream journaling and listing journaling. Let me talk about dream journaling first. A few months back, I got excited by the idea of recording my dreams. Yes, it's difficult because most of the time it's challenging to remember the dream and all its pieces and components or characters or stories. And even if I can remember it, I can generally capture only a few or a very small part of it while writing it down. Initially it was fun. I loved the feeling of going through my emotions and all the fun I had in my dreams. I was trying to capture a method or a pattern, but after noting down maybe 40 or 50 dreams, I realized that there is no method, there is no syntax. My dreams are all fun and it's random. Yes, it happened a few times that I noticed that my mind created a full-blown story out of just one minor incident during the day. Maybe an old friend made a connection over Facebook, and that night, in fact, my mind came up with an entire or a beautiful get-together with that friend. It was fun to note down all these weird thoughts my mind could weave. And that's the key element behind this kind of a journaling. When you note down your dreams and try to disintegrate them, you learn a lot about yourself. In noting down my dreams, I have learned an important thing, that my mind is a brilliant machine, and whenever I get into a deep sleep zone, my dreams are long and they are clear. When I don't sleep well, I have a blank slate. My mind is a beautiful machine to create these stories, and when I recall them in my journal, it feels so special. Friends, if you have to ask me, do I know the science behind this? No, absolutely no. But my dream journal helps me understand everything firsthand, because these are my dreams. I am writing them down in my journal. I'm sure when someday I will try to research on this topic, I will capture more details. If you too wish to start this kind of a journal, keep a notebook by your bed and jot down the key points of your dream as soon as you wake up. That's the simplest way of picking this habit up. Please ensure that you keep this habit for long, and then you will find it easier and easier to recall your dreams clearly. When you do so, try and capture all the images and emotions that you witnessed in the dreams. Initially, it will be tough to remember those minute details, but slowly your mind will learn to recall those important elements. Be consistent and don't force your brain to come with new images. Relax, recall, and then write. So, happy dreaming and happy dreams journaling. Next, I am going to discuss is listing journaling. Though there is some similarity with the one question journaling method I discussed in my previous episodes, because in this style of journaling also there is a question or a prompt involved. But the critical difference is that in one question journaling you write freehand, but in listing journaling you answer in bullet points, you make a list. So let me ask you this. Write down 100 things which makes you happy. So there is a prompt, and the prompt is pushing you to write a finite list of items, but that finite list is longer and pushes you out of your comfort zone. The idea of a long list is to allow your mind, your heart and your gut to go deeper and explore what's hidden deep inside. After probably 30, 40 or 50 bullets, your mind will try to stop. You will not have thoughts, and that's when things will become interesting, because now your mind will express itself. Suddenly you will notice items coming out from deep, and the journaling techniques make sense. This particular technique will start making sense in your mind. Okay, so now let me give you another prompt. Write down 100 things which you want to purchase in your lifetime or in the next 1 year. I have tried this question a few times, and believe me, after probably 20, 30, 40 items, my mind goes blank. It's tough to go ahead. But then the next answer and all the items thereof reminds me of the materialistic nature of all these things. There is a feeling of why I want this, and that's probably is the perspective behind this nature of such listing question. You can create your own listing question, but ensure to keep a larger number of answers, like 50 or maybe 100. That's when the true benefits of this journaling method will start coming up. To me, journaling is a great habit to have under your armor. It not only helps you open yourself up to a new perspective each day, but with time it helps you become confident and a new personality. Friends, I have always believed in the fact that our life is too short, but it is long enough for us to make a difference in our own lives. I love to experiment with my journaling habit and experiment with various techniques. Why? Because it keeps the boredom out, and second, it helps me be consistent with this habit. In my next episode, I will wrap up the journaling theme by sharing a few more experiences from my life and a few more interesting journaling techniques. So, stay tuned. Join me in the next episode of Be Better Bit by Bit. I release the episodes every Friday or Saturday, so keep listening. The podcast is available on Spotify, JioSaavn, Google Podcast, Spreaker and various other streaming platforms. You can follow the Be Better Bit by Bit platform on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and YouTube, where you can view and experience a lot of interesting stuff on self-development and the unique challenges and methods we use to bring small and tiny improvements in your life. So, till next time, bye bye. Keep journaling and keep improving bit by bit. Bye bye.